Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, everyone. And I would like to say, first of all, good morning, universe. So, welcome back with me. I'm Crystal Z, and in this podcast, it's a special podcast because I would like to share one of a post. So, after what happened in Gaza, I always checking up the update from Eye on Palestine. So this is the account that show all of the things that happens in Gaza lively, and we get to know the update, the real one, not the fake one, of course. So one of the interesting posts that I checked on Eye Palestine, it probably several days ago. However, I would like to show you the link if you would like to check it by yourself. So here are the posts. So it's a post about the Ahmed Abu Daqqa. He is 16 years old and he spoke about his dream of becoming president of Palestine. So from the I would like to read out what he said in translations in English. Alright, so it said, I am Ahmed Marwan Abu Daqqa, 15 years old from Gaza. Before the war, I was an activist in the field of human rights, and I also was the representative of the education sector in, quote, 15 stars of Gaza, or UNRWA event. Then, thanks to God, I became a representative of a Palestinian refugee student in the 5 region in a speech I did in US in June 2023. So it's the speech that he did in UN. I want to quote a statement from that speech that said, "We hope to wake up with optimism, not fear." Of course, I said that on behalf of the Palestinian children and the Palestinian refugee students. We dream that one day we'll wake up with optimism, not fear. Today, we wake up with fear, martyrs, wounded and injuries. We wake up with all sorts of pain. Then I got injured in this war. Now because of this injury, my dream diminished from being the president of the state of Palestine or a diplomat, etc. To only save my leg or to being able to complete my treatment, just like any other wounded here in Gaza. My dream now become to be able to go back to my normal life, to be able to walk on my leg again. And my message to the world: what is the children's fault? What is the women's fault? What is the elderly's fault? And what is the fault of the civilian men also? Stop the genocide. This genocide that is happening to the people of Gaza. Stop the atrocities happening to the children, the women, the elderly, the men, and to all humans in Gaza strips. These are to whom has a hint of humanity. I'm appealing to the whole world to stand against or stand together to stop this war on Gazans. I'm also appealing to open the border, to bring in humanitarian aid, and to let wounded people who are tens of thousands to complete their treatment abroad. Only less than 1% of the number managed to go abroad to complete the treatment. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. May peace, mercy, and blessing of God be upon you. That are all of the words coming up from the future of Palestine and Gaza. And he looked so pale when he posed to make this speech. And I knew that he lacked of treatment. So for every one of you, if you are listening to this podcast, please do check. Please do check on the link that I shared, or probably you can find it in the real an eye on Palestine. Please do keep sharing. We need to stop this genocide. We cannot stop all of the dream of the Palestinians that's stuck there. Right now, they are really, really pretty much a huge present for all of the Palestinians. Keep sharing and pray for them. And we need to stop this, because if we're not the one, then who? All of the leaders in UN and in every world, in every country, they try to have the diplomatic, but it seems there are no any other result. But time is ticking, and all of the Palestinians need our help. So I just hope, if you have a connection to the government, if you are a person who willing, or if you have a power, please just save all the children who need treatment. I already take several politicals in even our ministry. I'm not quite really sure if they listen to my podcast or checking on my DM or messages. So I would like to say to you who listen to this podcast, please check on the link. I own Palestine. Contribute and share. Keep on boycotting. And if you need more detail, you can check on. Nowadays there are lots of tons of clarification of what happens, and it's not a war, it's a genocide. So my prayer to Ahmed and all of the brothers and sisters in Gaza, or our brothers and sisters in Palestine, please keep strong, because we are fighting with you and we are all together for you. So we are really hope that may Allah send all of that troops to save all of the children and all of the people in Palestine and stop this genocide. And I really wish and pray for Ahmed and also for all of the children in Gaza who need treatment can be treated fairly as a human being. And I hope that our government, especially for Indonesian government, could help them, because I knew that Indonesia is sending a ship, but if we cannot touch the border, or we cannot get inside of the border, there's nothing. It will be useless, right? We cannot touch and connect with the victim directly. So wherever you are, if you are listening to this, if you're a soldier or anything, please do gather up, and we need to find a way to save the children. Thank you so much for everyone who listens. So I hope you have a great day. So this is our prayer, my prayer to all of the Palestinians in Gaza, and keep on dreaming, Ahmed, and of course we will never let you down, and we will fight for you and all of our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Thank you so much, everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning universe. Hello everyone, welcome back with me. I'm Crystal Z, and how are you everyone? I hope everyone of you are doing great, doing excellent, because it's the beginning of the year. You might already make a schedule, you probably already make a plan, resolutions, or anything that you would like to do, especially a review back about the whole things that you would like to do in this 2024. So, welcome back. So, today, so this is a journal of Tuesday, right, at 9th of January 2024. So, there will be a lot of random things that I would like to share to you because it's a journal and it's not a diary and it's not a report. And you might need to check on the YouTube channel what's the difference between a journal or diary or anything that happens. Alright, so first of all, the first thought that coming across in my mind, I just having a dream. I met. So actually, it's not. It's kind of rare to me because I cannot remember the last time I'm having a dream. I'm not even. Yeah, I know. I mean, I always pray every time I would like to go to bed, especially because I'm experiencing insomnia. So it's not easy for me to get some sleep, right? So I would make myself comfortable first. I would not let or allow any sound coming through my room or my chamber, especially for my fan. I mean, if you could listen to my fan, it's also one of the distraction I cannot get. I'm not gonna be able to sleep. And even my clock in my room, I make it soundless. Yeah, it's pretty much like tick 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 for the second panel of that watch. Yeah, I make it silent. So the second uh the second one not going to make a rounded. It's still rounded. I'll make it, like it has its own evolving in that clock, but it has no sound. All right, let us continue. Yeah. Well, actually, it was pretty much like the alarm has rang early morning, but I still lay on my bed. And I said to myself, give me 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. That would be great. And do you know what happened in that next 10 minutes? I got a dream of meeting up with Hyun Bin at the mall. Could you imagine that? Well, Hyun Bin oppa. Well, actually, I've been experiencing for this coughing for almost 3 weeks now. Yeah, it's pretty much random thoughts. Well, I've been experiencing almost 3 weeks nowadays. I got cough, diarrhea, and yeah, and sore throats. So I already been experiencing for 2 weeks. It's pretty much like an ordinary cold, fever, flu. When I check on the doctors, the doctor just mentioned that, oh, your lungs and heart are fine. I give you the prescriptions. And that is what the doctor said. And not just it. I'm having a toothache as well. So if there's a saying, well, actually, there's a lot of saying that having a heart, or pretty much heartbroken, is much more could be acceptable than having a toothache. Well, I'm not quite really sure if you guys, but for me, both of them are really, really so much painful. And therefore, I'm holding on my cheek right now because it's so much painful. Yeah, I got. Let us continue the previous one. Try have a dream for about like 10 minutes before the alarm goes right again. I'm meeting up Hyun Bin Oppa in my dream, and it was in a mall. But I'm sorry, guys. I cannot stop recording because it's one way to go. So I meet up with my helper at the mall when I'm looking for my shoes because one of my friend hiding my shoes. I cannot be able to go home. So he's taking care of me while we are looking for his shoes. And he also, I think he also, yeah, I think he also tried to buy me a pair of shoes, but I insist to find my ordinary shoes. So we are looking from a crowded places. Well, not so many people at that mall knew that he hadn't been open. I think I'm the only one who knew it, and I think at that time he was came to that mall for work, pretty much like an interview. So I wait for him, and then after the interview, we going on. We went, you know, around the area and tried to find my shoes. Well, I'm not quite really sure. I only wear one shoes at that time in my dream. And when we are trying to find my shoes, suddenly there's a bunch of people came and they all of them are screaming, "Hear me up, hear me up!" It was pretty much not in the airport, and we are trying to escape from the crowd, and suddenly I heard a sound. Ladies and gentlemen, I heard a sound, and it turns out it's pretty much from afar. It's pretty much like the alarm, you know, when there's an earthquake, and the alarm just rang, and people are running away out of nowhere, and it's pretty much in a chaos thing. And at that time, the sound is really quite really small, and it sound is getting louder, 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 and well, it doesn't sound like that. The alarm is its song, and oh my god, it was just a dream. So I woke up from my dream. I think it's a good dream because I never had it before, right? So it's really nice, and yeah, there's random thoughts, and because of that, I'm thinking of going. You know, I suddenly thought about having. You know, if I had a chance to go overseas, I really would like to go like skydiving or uh, go and having a dinner at the top of the Burj Khalifa, and yeah, traveling and also go with my family, UAE, Qatar, and Turkey as well. And they're really a good, nice. And yeah, it would be great things to travel all around the globe, right? And it's not just that. I would also like to help other people, especially if they have difficulties or obstacles or challenges, especially to improve their public speaking. Yeah. I used to have a live streaming on my TikTok account, but after being pretty much chill and being busy with the new life, I have not time at all. It's been so really tired to do a live streaming session again, but no worries, I'll try to keep an update, especially for my YouTube channel, so hopefully I will be more active. So probably for every one of you outside of this podcast, or probably if you are trying to review about your life and would like to have a new skill. Yeah, talking about new skill, ladies and gentlemen, it's really nice to have a new or learning a new language, right? Like probably Japanese, Mandarin, or Dutch, or German, or a Korean, right? Well, it's really interesting because you can learn not just by having a course, but also you can learn online. Yeah, like I tried to browse and I found it interesting. And when I found we can learn Japanese, right? Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay, I learned Japanese. Try to learn. I'm starting to learn Japanese because my little sister is really so much interested of Japanese. So I think I can learn and we can practice all together, right? So it will be interesting. So I just learned a new word. New word. Arigato. And also sumimasen. And it's really interesting that pretty much Japanese and Korean and Mandarin. I'm not really sure for Mandarin, right? But yeah, I also learning as well. There's for Japanese, while for Mandarin, 大家好，我是 Grüße很高兴认识你. And also for German, ich heiße Grüße. And for Korean, it will be 안녕. I also got how it say it. 안녕. Uh, because of Mandarin and Korean, it's a little bit. I know it's different, but sometimes you got mixed up when you learn to say several different languages at once, right? I've got when we learn to or the introduction for ourselves. 안녕. I got mixed up. Yeah, wow, it's all mixed up. I almost forgot. Okay, just forget it. And of course, 사랑해 everyone. 사랑해. The only thing I could remember was Aziza or Crystal입니다. Yeah, right. So it's really interesting to learn a new skill, especially for language, right? So I hope every one of you are interested and enjoying to listen to this journal of Tuesday 9th of January 2024. Alright, so I think that's all for me that I would like to share on my journal. It's pretty much like a random thoughts, right? So you can pretty much listen for about that life could be upside down. It started for a dream. It could be an end up with a story of learning a new language. So I'm signing off. Thank you so much for listening. So, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Annyeong everyone. Bye bye.